Good morning. Good to meet everybody. This is pretty cool. I have not been back admittedly in probably for the better part of the last 20 years.
It's really cool to come back and see again all the great growth, but it still feels very much like Springfield when I stepped on campus, 20 some odd years ago. I've spent the better part of the last 20 years kind of building my career, and so an opportunity to come back and hopefully share a little bit of that journey and talk a little bit about some of the lessons that I've learned. You can be really successful in this business and any other if you bring great energy, great attitude, great work ethic. And I think what I've found is the people who are committed to that in this business can be really successful. I think continuing to build a great network, and that starts here right at Springfield with all the people who are invested in their success. Fundamentally, what are your core values? Who are you? That starts with integrity and again, the commitment to doing great things for people around you. And that's something that I learned, very passionately here at Springfield. Obviously, the baseball program meant a great deal to me and was a big part of my growth and maturity as a young adult. And I'm really appreciative to the coaches and the staff that played such an important role in my development. And a big part of the reason I became an athletic director started with the experience of being part of that baseball program. So for me, it's just about, how important it is to represent, the name on the front and what a privilege is to be part of the program. And you're part of a great brotherhood of players that have come before you, and to lean on that network and to build those relationships, and those are lessons that will pay dividends throughout the rest of their lives. What we want to try and find is balance, and that's investing in yourself and your health, that's investing in your family and your loved ones, and investing in your career as well. And I think if you're intentional about that, I think you can find balance. And it's okay to say when you've made a mistake or you haven't. I think we all have to course correct from time to time, but I think it's about being really mindful that that's important to being the best version of yourself. And if you can do that and surround yourself with great people who are invested in that same success, then anything's possible. It's a cool feeling, and again, to be able to connect with students and to be able to hopefully share some advice that people did for me when I was sitting in that classroom, I think is a privilege. And so I would hope every alum gets to experience that in some way.